The movie opens with Fernando, a martial arts trainer, who smokes a cigarette in his house, while he is lost in his own deep thoughts staring at a painting. One day, Fernando is going home, when it starts to rain. He stops at the side of the road, and starts to smoke a cigarette. A car goes by and water splashes on him. He throws his cigarette down, and sees that the cigarette is floating in the water, and it goes into a sewer. In front of the sewer, he sees the Bank of Rio. At that moment, he starts to think, and decides that he will rob the Bank of Rio. But to rob the bank, he needs some more people, who can help him in committing this dubious crime. So, the first person he goes to is Sebastian. He tells Sebastian that he tends to rob the Bank of Rio. He asks him to dig a hole in the sewer, that is under the bank, so that the hole can lead them straight inside. Sebastian tells him that it would be a little too expensive, and that he should find an investor first. Fernando then goes to a church, where he meets an elderly man, Dabaza. He tells Dabaza all about his plan, and he says that he really wants to help Fernando, but he directs him to a man named Mario, saying he does not have enough money. Mario was a thief, which is why he told Fernando that he might be interested in this. Then, Mario is sitting in his daughter's salon, as he gets a haircut. His daughter, Lucia, tells him not to be late for dinner this time, but he says that he will not be able to make it to dinner, because he is busy doing work. Then he hugs Lucia and leaves. He climbs a building, and goes into an office. He opens a safe, and steals the money, tricking the cleaning lady into thinking that he works in that office, and escapes with the money. He decides to go to a bar, but thinks that a car is following him. Inside the car is Fernando. Fernando is talking to someone on his phone, when Mario comes and breaks the window of his car. He threatens him, because he thinks that Fernando is with the police. He clarifies that he is not with the police, so Mario leaves him and goes home. After returning home, he realizes Fernando was sent by Dabaza. Fernando is planning the heist, and he wants Mario on his team, which is why he sent him a message, telling him to come to an ice cream shop on Friday at 5 p.m. Later, Mario meets Fernando, where Fernando tells him all about the heist. He takes him to the Bank of Rio, where he puts a long piece of tape in the sewer. Then both of them go inside the sewer, where they see the tape hanging, the bank above the sewer. Mario says that he will invest in this operation. They sit down, and start to plan the heist. Mario asks him how he will get through the motion sensors unnoticed, to which Fernando brings out a suit, and says that these suits will help. He asks how to open the vault, and says that they need to go inside the bank, to see it from the inside, and then speculate where the safe is. Sebastian and Fernando go inside the bank, and take pictures from the inside. Sebastian tells the guards that Fernando is taking pictures of the bank, just so the guards would take him inside to interrogate, while he takes a good look around. They search his camera, but he takes the memory card out. The guards let him go, when they find nothing suspicious. But Fernando takes a good look around, and now he knows where they need to make the hole, in order to break into the bank at the right place. They plan to make the hole right where the guards took Fernando. But what they do not know is the distance between the sewer and the bank. So they do it via bicycle, so that no one would be suspicious. The distance between the bank and the sewer is 7 meters. When night falls, they go inside the sewer to dig the hole. They keep digging the hole, while they send Mario to another branch of the Bank of Rio, to rent a locker, so they can have the details of what the lockers are like, and they can plan on unlocking them as well. Mario gets the information on the lockers, while Sebastian tells Fernando that they need a machine. He tells, in order to make a perfect hole, they need a machine that will cost them $3,000. All of them stay at Alberto's house, who is another member of their team. Mario sees Alberto's wife, and gets a little worried, but Alberto tells Mario that his wife knows about everything, and she will not say anything to anyone. Later, Fernando suddenly has an idea of robbing the bank in a better way. He straight up goes to Mario's house, and tells him the new idea. He shows him a picture, and says that the bank has a system of stopping robbers, from the front gate and from underground, but they do not have a system of stopping a robbery from both ways. He explains, they will go inside the bank to rob it in daytime, because the vault will be open. The police will come, and think they are some regular robbers trying to rob the bank, and they will escape from the hole, while the police won't even think about the sewers. He says, they will steal everything and escape, and no one will be able to catch them. The next day, everyone puts on a disguise and leave. Mario and Dabaza go to the bank, wearing black masks, and they pull out their fake toy guns. They already decided, they will take toy guns, so that if they get arrested, they can avoid a very long time in prison. Mario calls the guard at the bank, and he takes the guard's phone while the police come outside. He sends the guard outside, but he is not very helpful to the police. Meanwhile, the rest of the team comes inside, through the hole, and they start opening the vaults. They start to take the money, but all they need is some time. The guard tells the police that they took his phone, so a police officer calls it his phone. Mario picks up and pretends to be a man named Walter. He tries to buy some time, so that Fernando and the others can take the money. He tells the police officer he will only talk to the district attorney. The district attorney also comes, and he starts to talk to Mario pretending to be Walter. Mario gives the attorney a number, and tells him that it is the number of his lawyer, and tells the attorney to talk to him. The number is of another phone that he had, and Mario also pretends to be Walter's lawyer. The attorney tells him to come and try to convince Walter to let all the hostages go. Mario tells them to wait, and that he will be there in an hour or so. They take the money, and go inside the hole from which they came. Mario also leaves, while Fernando leaves a message for the police. Meanwhile, the police officer feels that something is going on there, so he calls the special teams. He sends a team in the sewers, while they also break inside the bank. Before leaving, Fernando places all the toy guns right in front of the hole. He also places a heavy metal cupboard in front of the hole, using a rope. The police break inside, and see the cupboard. An officer moves it out of the way, and sees a hole behind it. He also sees a grenade bomb attached to a string. But then sees the toy guns, and realizes that all the weapons are fake. He removes the grenade, and goes inside the hole. The officer reaches the sewers, but he finds nothing but the team he sent in the sewers. It is revealed that all of them changed their route to another sewer, that leads to a nearby colony. A member of their team is also waiting there, with a van. They sit in the van, and successfully leave with the money, while leaving the police befuddled. All of them go back home, and sit in front of the millions that they stole. They equally distribute the money amongst themselves, and live their lives in a posh way. All of them enjoy their rich lives, and a few days pass by. Alberto is sitting in a car with another woman. His wife catches him red-handed, and she is very angry at him for cheating on her. She goes to the police, and tells them everything on how his husband pulled off a heist recently. She also mentions that Alberto hides all the money that he stole on the roof. The police come and they check the entire house. They find the money on the roof, and arrest Alberto for theft. They also get to the rest of them, one by one, and go to Mario's house to arrest him. He tries to run and hide, but the police eventually arrest him as well. They also arrest the leader of the heist, Fernando, while he is on a mountain. Mario sits in the interrogation room, while his daughter visits him. He feels very embarrassed for getting arrested. All of them go to prison, but they get 4 years on their sentence, because they use toy guns. After 4 years, Fernando comes out of the prison, as Mario picks him up. Both of them are still very rich, because the police had no record of how much they stole from the bank, and they drive away. The end. Thank you for watching.